Hey guys, Hayden here. So I want to talk to you guys about Pokemon Go. Now, a recent Pokemon Go is a mobile game that recently got announced by the Pokemon Company and Nintendo, and I forget what the mobile company is that is working on it. Apparently, they're really good though. But yeah, it got announced yesterday for me, but 2 nights ago in Japan. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what I want to see in Pokemon Go, my top 5 things I want to see happen in Pokemon Go. Now, we haven't actually seen game footage of this game yet. All we saw was just this CGI live action trailer or whatever. But I do have faith in this game because a lot of people, a lot of big names are on stage when that game got announced. You know, Miyamoto, Junichi Masuda, Iwata was working on the game before he passed away. So I have high expectations for this game. I'm not gonna lie, I have very high expectations. I think this game can be huge. So here are my top 5 things that I want to see in Pokemon Go. Now the first one is that you can find different Pokemon depending on where you live in the world. I think that is a totally real. I think that would help because I think what they're trying to do is make like Pokemon in the real world, kind of the idea with this game. So I think that if they had Pokemon in different like continent, like each continent had like different types of Pokemon. And of course, there's like different environments. Like say if I'm walking on the beach, I might find different Pokemon than say if I was walking across a field. I think they should go further with that and have different Pokemon segregated into different continents in the world, kind of like how in the Pokemon world, how you wouldn't find the same Pokemon in the Kanto region as you would in the Kalos region, for example. So, well, you can find like some of the same Pokemon, which is like I think that's okay. But I think there should be exclusive Pokemon to like different parts of the world, which would make trading a lot more. It would make trading a lot more fun. It'd make collecting a like because you're not gonna fly to I don't know. I'm not gonna fly to Europe just to catch a I don't know a fucking like Froakie or whatever. So I think that like that would really promote a lot of trading in the game, which is something I think they're really trying to push with this game. So I think that if they had different Pokemon in different parts of the world, it would make it feel like a lot. It would make it feel a lot more like the actual Pokemon world, and it would really help with it would really help promote trading. So I want to see different Pokemon in different parts of the world. I know some people don't want to because like oh like I don't want to have to like trade with all these people, and I don't want to have to interact with people. I don't want to have to travel places. I'm kind of on the side of having different Pokemon in different places, just because it would make the Pokemon world, it would make it feel more like a Pokemon world, like how the anime and the games depict. So moving on to number 4, with like speaking of like trading, I want trading to be easy. I don't want there to be any freemium, free to play bullshit. I know it's a free to play game, but I don't want there to be any in game transactions or bullshit or wait half an hour to trade another Pokemon kind of thing. I want trading to be as easy as the actual Pokemon games. I want it to be. I want there to be like a global trade station. I want there to be like Wonder Trade. I want there to be like trade with your friend list. I want it to be easy and accessible. No freemium bullshit with the trading. Okay, don't fuck with us, Nintendo. Okay, you have the potential to make a really good game. Don't fuck this up. So moving on to my number 3 spot, I want there to be changeable and destructible environments in the battles. Now, what I mean by that is, if you've ever watched the anime, which I'm sure you have, you've watched at least one episode, is that when there's battles going on, you know, sometimes the environment gets altered. Like sometimes, say Charizard's using flamethrower, the grass might catch on fire, or like say you use water gun and like it soaks everything. I want like when we're the way I picture it is like the battles will be taking place like through your phone, like you're looking through your phone, like when you're having the battles or whatever. I want to be able to see like actual changes to the environment when I'm looking at my phone at the battles. Like I think that would make it a lot more realistic. I think because the way they depicted it in the trailer is that like Pokemon are gonna be flying around everywhere. So I want to see actual changeable environments in the game when you're having the battles. Now, moving on to like they have been working on before I move on to that next one. They've been working on this game, they said, for like 2 years now, and it's still in development. So I expect to see some really cool things with the battles, some really cool animations and changes to the environment. Make it happen. Moving on to number 2, every Pokemon needs to be in this game. Like, you can't just exclude some Pokemon, because some Pokemon spin-off games failed to include all the Pokemon, like Pokemon Conquest, Pokemon Snap. While those were good games, they didn't include all the Pokemon. And I think if we're making an actual Pokemon world, then we need to have all the Pokemon in it. Okay, so don't really think I need to say any more on that. So moving on to my number 1, the game cannot rely on transactions, on in-game transactions. I don't want those to be necessary. I know this is a free-to-play game, but like Nintendo really has to be careful with how they do this because like if they rely too heavily on these in-game transactions. Like I don't want them to be necessary. Like I understand like oh like I could get more Pokeballs like by doing this. Like I want there to be like an actual legitimate way to get like items and to get Pokemon. Like I don't want to have to pay like $200 on this game after I buy it. Like I want it to be easy to play this game, and the benefits of using in-game purchases are not like substantial. They're not like required. Like they just need to be really careful with the in-game transactions because that is going to make or break this game more than anything else on this list and more than anything else on probably a lot of people's lists if they do make lists of this game. But they really cannot fuck up these in-game transactions because I tried what was it, Pokemon Rumble World or whatever, the free to play one on the 3DS. My God, the in-game transactions completely ruined that game. Like I liked Pokemon Rumble on the Wii, the original one. It was a cute distraction. It wasn't like an amazing game, but it was fun. And I was kind of looking forward to the one on the 3DS. But when I found out it was free to play, I got skeptical, and it got completely ruined, like by in-game transactions. So that is the most important thing, and the thing I need to see the most in that game is that they're really careful with the in-game transactions and that they aren't necessary. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. First of all, do you agree with what I'm saying? And let me know in the comments what you guys want to see in Pokemon Go the most. I'm super hyped for this game. I know we haven't seen any gameplay from it, but the idea just seems super, super cool. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, what you want to see, and subscribe to my channel for more on Pokemon Go and other things Nintendo. Alright, peace out, guys. Bye.